we'll look more long-term and see if our expectations have gone up. But Mikey McNuggets proposed an idea yesterday, and now we're going to play it out with a coach's fantasy draft.
Really?
Mikey, please explain to us what we're doing here.
So we were just kind of thinking
I spent like
yesterday-
7 minutes prepping for this.
You're not supposed
Good.
to say that, Jason. Keep it on the
That
down
actually
low.
might be the most Jason's prep for any segment we've done on this
That's
show.
fair.
7 minutes is
That
a
you
lot
just
here.
tore my
That's
heart
sad.
out.
That's
You were at the
sad.
Cavs game last night. You were doing your real responsibilities too. I don't blame you.
That's prepping for the show.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but for any specific segment. But
Yeah.
here's the premise of this. We
can't
were
do
talking about where Stefanski falls into the tiers and the rankings of coaches, and then we decided to do a head coach fantasy draft. And then we decided let's make it even a little more interesting, add a second level of intrigue to it, and we'll do a fantasy draft. But you have to fill out a staff. So you could draft. We're going to draft 4 coaches each, only active head coaches. One will be your head coach, one will be your offensive coordinator, one will be your defensive coordinator, one will be your special teams coach. And we put a poll up online. We want everyone in the YouTube chat to let us know who you think wins, who put together the best staff,
All right.
and we are going to
So the draft order is Jason G, me, Tyvis.
correct.
And then we go
Snake.
reverse order in the second round.
Correct.
Back to the original order in the third, and reverse again in the fourth.
This is hilarious because
Yes.
Much like our fantasy draft, I have Nando DeFino in my.
No, you don't.
Our
He don't know anything about coaches.
Our fantasy guru
Well, we
at
are-
The Athletic, I had him
Yeah.
draft the first half of my team.
Well, all I want to know is, are you going to shock the world with the first pick, or are you going to take the
The easy choice.
easy choice?
Am I up?
Is he up?
Jason, you are officially on
We
the
need
clock.
like a clock.
With the first pick in the 2022
Coaches.
Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show, Ultimate Cleveland Draft. I don't know where I'm looking. Team JLo selects Kevin Stefanski.
Oh,
Head-
my
No, I'm kidding.
God.
I was about to say. Hey, bro. I was about to be like, he done shook up
Hey,
the
hold
draft.
on. Hold on.
Yeah, but you know
He
what?
got a hand up.
Since our fans are such homers, you might win by doing that.
He would have shook the draft for me. He did that.
I put a piece of paper in my pocket this morning that said Belichick no matter what.
It's like taking Ryan Leaf instead of Peyton Manning.
Will Belichick be your head coach or your defensive coordinator?
I don't know. For
Wait a
now, he's
second.
the head
Who
coach.
are you taking? Are you
Bill
officially taking
Belichick.
Belichick?
Bill
Okay.
Belichick.
All right.
I actually was trying to come up with like a crafty strategy not to take him.
Yeah.
But that's just overthinking.
no way.
That's overthinking. Can't do it.
Y'all, what we doing? I'm on the clock next.
Are you
Yes.
second? Yeah.
Oh, I'll run up there with my pick.
Who you got?
Yeah, it's just the second overall pick. Your boy G. Bush, a.k.a. the People's Champ, comes with Andy Reid is off the board.
Great answer.
Now, before we go to pick 3, we
wanted
we
Andy
did a
Reid.
mock draft in the production office.
Yeah.
No matter how we sliced and diced this, those 2 were the first 2 picks.
I know.
Those 2 were.
It's an unfair
I'm
advantage.
like, it was no
An
way
easy
you
1
wasn't
and
going
2.
to.
You know, honestly,
Easy money.
it should go reverse order in rounds 2 and 3, and then go back to the original order round 4. They had a huge advantage
We're
getting
not
the 2
making a
best
double
coaches.
snake. No, we're not making a double
Yeah.
snake.
He trying
One
to
It's
snake's
only
hard
4
enough.
picks.
Yeah, it ain't like we got 11 cats picking.
Right?
Come on, man. Come on. Who you got?
I'm deciding between 2 guys.
Did you think Reid was going to be
You
there?
already know who it is. Come on, you got 2 choices here.
No, there's not. There's more than that.
I thought there was 5 coaches that could be technically
Take
first
Mike
round picks.
Tomlin
My list
and
had
don't
5.
look back. You at least be 5.
Hey, listen, y'all in trouble. If y'all don't come with the right picks,
All right.
y'all get smoked.
I'm going to take Harbaugh.
You
as
took
with the
Harbaugh
third
off the
pick.
board?
Yeah. I'm taking Harbaugh with the 3rd pick.
Man, y'all kind of messed me up. I didn't even expect.
He
I
was
don't
in,
love
He
it.
was in that top 5. He was in that top 5.
Man,
I don't
kinda
love
messed
it.
me up on
I was
this.
leaning towards somebody else to the last second. I'm going Harbaugh.
Well, I'm for the last pick in the 4th round.
Yeah,
I'm
the
a
first round.
Oh, the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Kyle Shanahan, but he's not gonna be my head coach. He's gonna be my.
So you're going
OC.
to take your coordinator first? Then there's that's like a Browns move.
Yeah, I'm
to
taking-
hire the coordinator first, and then there's this.
My
I
man-
mean,
my
I'm
man
getting
is-
the next pick. Anyway.
all right, that's
He said I'm getting the very
Okay,
next
that's
pick.
True. That's true. So who you got?
Oh, I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's no commercial break.
Well,
here,
hold on.
so-
Before we go, so round 1 recap. Jason took Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
G. Bush took Andy Reid. Bolt took John Harbaugh. And Tyvis took
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan. I already forgot.
Okay.
Overall, first, I think Shanahan's a little bit of a reach at 4. I like the first 3 picks. Mm-hmm. Harbaugh was 5 on my board, so maybe a tiny reach, but
All right.
it is what it is.
I got 2 guys that I want to take next, so maybe you'll take one of them and make my decision easy.
Well,
Go
I'm
ahead.
taking Mike Tomlin next.
That's what I figured. All right.
So, Team Tyvis, Mike Tomlin,
head coach Mike Tomlin.
Kyle Shanahan.
Okay, you got your offensive coach, defensive coach.
Bolt?
All right, then I'm going to go with Sean McVay at 6.
Sean McVay
Yeah.
joining up with John Harbaugh on Team Bull.
Okay.
G.
G,
G.
you're
Bush. We're going to pair with Andy Reid here.
So what's the name is off the board, right?
Who?
McVay.
Yeah.
McVay is off the board.
Harbaugh's off.
Yep.
Tomlin is off. Belichick is off. McVay. Let's go with this. I'm gonna go ahead. This is a tough one. It's tough.
You guys got Belichick and Andy Reid. You deserve
Kevin
tough now.
Stefanski.
Yeah.
Man, you know
I got
what?
2 guys that I want for my next pick. Don't take them.
I got 2 guys for my next.
I'm gonna go ahead. Damn, they got me.
Please God, let
Team
me
G.
let one of these 2 be there.
Here.
I can see G. Bush taking my pick though.
Garrett gets 2 third-round picks. Like, come on, guys. How do you mess that up?
Oh, that's a bad job right there.
Okay,
Jeez.
so here's who I'm coming.
Was there a trade or something that we don't know about?
Listen, we're using.
Oh,
You
I got
picked 3 twice.
I got 3 guys. I got 3 guys that I.
All right.
One of them got to be there by the time.
I'm second pick. I'm gonna come with for my defensive coordinator.
I'll take one of my guys. You
Give
already
me
screwed
give me Robert Saleh.
Dang!
Oh, I like that.
And that is the first big reach of the
That's
draft.
a huge reach.
He
That's a
took
prisoner
my-
of the
I was
moment
gonna-
moment
I
right
was
there.
gonna take him in the next round.
That's good, man. I like what he did
That's
with the
fine.
49ers.
That's fine. 2 of mine.
He did.
2 of
I
mine.
like what he did with the Diners. You know who he
Jason.
did.
That's why I was gonna pick him. You ain't
Jason, you're up
noticed?
for 2 picks now.
OC, DC, Super Bowl.
I really want to take Stefanski, but I'm not going to.
Why not?
Because I'm going to take Josh McDaniels as my offensive coordinator.
Oh, that's a good one.
that's
That's
a-
a good
Yeah, I
one.
certainly don't want to be my
that's
head
an
coach.
OC, yeah,
and I'm going
I
to
guess.
take Sean McDermott as my defensive coordinator.
That's a good
I
one,
wanted
yeah.
Harbaugh as special teams coach, but he's already gone, so I'll take
That's 2
McDermott.
good picks.
So hold on.
Man, I got 2 great defensive
he
coaches
went
and
back
they
to
passed
back.
on both of them.
I got 2 of them too.
Yeah, because he had the last pick in the
I know
you
second
gonna
round, the
take my
first pick in the
dude.
3rd round.
All right, go ahead.
So now
can
G's
see
back
it.
up. Before G goes, just to recap, as we're
take
using
my
tag
dude,
board for this
man.
segment, and we thought we'd be able to do this a lot quicker, and it's
Bull,
tag board's not as
please
easy as
don't
we
take
thought it was going to be.
Because I
So,
know you know it. I
so
know.
to recap right now, Team Jason has Belichick, Josh McDaniels, and Sean McDermott. Team
That's pretty
G-
good. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Team G
But
so
Josh
far
McDaniels
has
is a failed head coach.
Andy
So what?
Reid
He's
Great
offensive
offensive
coordinator.
coordinator though.
and Robert Saleh.
Is he, or is he just good with Brady?
Bull,
He's
you
got a lot of
have
Super Bowl rings.
you have Harbaugh, and your second pick was
Sean McVay.
Sean McVay and Tyvis.
Nobody's writing this down?
Well, Anthony's got it in the tag board.
I got Kyle Shanahan and Mike Tomlin.
All right, G, you're up.
G, you're up with your 3rd pick.
Man.
Please, God, don't take him.
This. Ooh.
Y'all gonna put me in a bind. And both
There's
of
one
them-
guy I have in my tier 2, high tier 2 that's still on the board here.
I have 2 guys left in my
I
team.
got
too.
and both of them there. I'm taking both of them back to back.
I'm gonna. So here's how I'm gonna move with this.
Just don't take my dude.
I'm taking
this
him,
is
Simon.
tough. This is a tough one.
Goodness.
But I'm gonna stick to my guns. I had him on my board, and I'm gonna stick to it.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do him like
Don't
that.
take him.
Ooh.
I'm done.
Oh, you done?
So you got one more pick, but after him.
Yeah, after him.
I'm gonna go ahead and get my special teams
Oh, my
coach
God.
out of the way.
Oh God.
I'm going to get what's this old boy from what's the name?
Oh, I know him.
He's got a great record, G.
Oh, I lied. I'm tripping. I'm gonna be high powered.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go with as my offensive coordinator. Go ahead and give me Brandon Staley.
Brandon Staley's the
I
Ohio
respect-
kid,
Respect that.
Yep.
Los Angeles Chargers.
So I got Staley and Reed, your boy Andy Reid. We putting up points, bro. And
Come on.
Yeah, I
boy.
like that.
Just let him slide one
I like
more
that.
time.
All right, I'm going. I need my defensive coordinator. I'm taking a Buckeye.
Oh, you took Vrabel?
Taking Mike Vrabel.
Mike
took
Vrabel
my
was the
pick.
one.
There is
omission
no
so far.
coach in the NFL that has
my
done more with less than Mike Vrabel.
He took my pick, man.
I thought you said it wasn't him.
No, it is him.
okay.
I had him and somebody else. I was going to take them back to back.
That guy, that team. What does that team have? And every year they go to the playoffs. They're 5-2 again this year. They got nothing.
See, now I don't know who I'm going to take as a.
He's going to kick ass as my DC.
He done messed me up.
That was the one I was referring to, Bull. That was the guy who.
See? Good mind, great
He
minds
also
think alike.
would be the perfect coach of the Browns. I'm just saying. His personality.
Mike Vrabel would be a great Brown.
And I would take him for any team. I think he's.
I was going to take him as. I wasn't going to put him as my DC. I was going to put him as my special teams coordinator. For my pick, I'm gonna take Todd Bowles as my D coordinator.
Okay. I was going to pick him too.
There's another coach that I was considering that nobody's taken. I'm surprised you got your last pick. I'm going to take him as my special teams coordinator. I would have been happy with him as my DC if I didn't get Vrabel, but
I'm trying to hold on. Let me think.
Dang, I tripped.
And Tyvus's final pick.
Yeah.
For the record, Tyvus's team so far: Kyle Shanahan, Mike Tomlin, Todd Bowles, and this last coach of choice.
a lot of pressure right now.
Special teams.
Oh, this about to be, boy. I already know who I'm running up to the podium with this one.
Bum, bum, bum. I can't believe this guy's.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
For special teams, and I'm gonna let him have a little input on offense. I'm taking the Giants head coach Brian
Daboll.
Hey, I like. He should have
He's
went
been
earlier.
great so far.
He should have went earlier. He was even good in Alabama.
I got to take a guy now who it's embarrassing that he's still available in the
Pete
fourth
Carroll.
round, but these guys have dropped the ball. Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll, great
Of course,
choice.
Pete
Yep.
Carroll.
That's what I was
That's a good
thinking.
one.
I was thinking Pete Carroll too. But
I mean,
I'm like,
I think I got it locked down as the best coaching staff.
No, you
I don't
don't.
think it's close.
No, you don't.
We're gonna look at all four
Yeah. All right.
picks when it's all said and done. We still
Yeah.
have G and Jason to fill out their staff, but Pete Carroll, it's a late round steal for Adam the Bull.
Here's what I'm gonna go.
G. Bush, your
I just
final
didn't want to
pick.
put him as special teams.
Kevin Stefanski's not making a list, is he?
This is sad.
Yeah.
Y'all should be ashamed. Well,
Here's how I'm
the
gonna
way
do
our
it.
special teams is, ain't nobody put them as the coordinator.
I'm gonna take this guy, and I thought about it. I would have took him a little route earlier. If he could just get his mind together, he'd be nice.
Ron Rivera,
Nope.
Nathaniel Hackett.
Nope.
Doug Peterson.
I love what he's doing out there. He got people playing. Nick Sirianni.
No, that's a great
Nick
one.
Sirianni, very good choice.
I
Very-
was actually looking
very
at him
good
for
choice.
special
Eagles.
I
teams.
was thinking about him.
Jalen Hurts, they get the ball out. These dudes is playing lights out.
So what is he? What is he?
He's my special teams coach.
Okay, so you.
Woo!
I got-
That's that special
got
teams.
Brand.
And Jason with the final pick in the first
Taking
inaugural
Stefanski?
2022 NFL
do
head
the
coach
Cleveland show up.
draft.
Do it for Cleveland.
Nah.
Team J-Lo selects.
I can't take Stefanski because the Brown special teams have been absolutely abysmal.
That's what I was
That's
gonna
what I
take him.
said.
I was gonna take him
Just
right there. I was gonna
abysmal.
take him special teams, but I said I couldn't do it.
Pathetic.
I couldn't do it.
I would be very comfortable with Stefanski as my offensive coordinator if it fell that way. But
You gonna swap him?
No.
You can swap. You
I
can
mean,
swap.
you can put somebody-
You can put your offensive coordinator as special
Josh,
teams.
you can put Josh
true.
McDaniel as the special teams coordinator.
no, I think I'm going to go with the guy you mentioned. Give me Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera special
Solid.
teams coach.
Rivera.
I mean, he did take the Panthers to the Super Bowl.
They did. I got
That's
all.
surprising, Jason. He's one of the meathead coaches in the league. You're not a meathead guy.
He don't do analytics.
He's a good.
All I know is every coach I got besides one has Super Bowl experience.
All of mine do. All of mine do.
All,
Oh no,
I
they
got
don't.
two
Sean
of the
McDermott
four
doesn't
actually
yet.
won.
So real quick, in recap, let's take tag board full here for Jason.
board
This is
full.
Jason's four-coach team. I'm assuming Belichick's your head coach, McDermott, DC, McDaniels, OC, Rivera on special teams. Is that correct, Jason?
Yep.
That's
Yep.
How do you feel about your draft? We're gonna go around the horn real quick.
Solid.
I feel
Let's
really
take
good.
those.
I wanted to save offensive coordinator for last because there's such an abundance of offensive talent in the NFL. My plan coming in, I want to try and steal Harbaugh if I could in the second round, but once he was gone, and then come back and get the OC last because there's still a ton of great names there that I feel comfortable with. But I'm happy. Ron Rivera I don't love, but I think he was the best of the DCs who were left, and I want a defensive guy as my special teams coach.
G. Bush, let's take a look at your team real quick. Andy Reid, Robert Saleh, Brandon Staley, and Nick Sirianni. Are you pleased with how the draft fell in your favor?
Man, this is young. This is innovative. You start off.
I'm not confident in
You
it.
start off with Andy Reid as probably one of the greatest to do a play calling. I match him up with an offensive coordinator and Brandon Staley, who's an upstart.
Analytics.
We gonna be hammering that. Robert Saleh, listen, he did his thing in San Francisco, and by the way, he has the Jets looking good. And then I went with Nick Sirianni, who right now has the Philadelphia Eagles looking like they're shooing for the Super Bowl. It's one of the best staffs that you could put together. And you'll be proud of those guys in the classroom and outside of the classroom, Jason.
You'll be
Bull
going.
had the third pick.
You'll be going for it on 4th and 12 on your own
Team
territory.
Bull was John Harbaugh, Sean McVay, Mike Vrabel, and Pete Carroll.
Who's your head coach?
Some late round steals here. Yeah, Bull, how are you going to finagle.
Let me
this
tell you
staff.
something, boys.
Pete Carroll.
I'm the only one that all 4 coaches have Super Bowl rings, 3 as head coaches in the NFL. Mike Vrabel won a Super Bowl as a player. Harbaugh, McVay, and Pete Carroll are all Super Bowl winning head coaches, and actually good ones, unlike that nitwit Mike McCarthy, who didn't get picked at all.
I have the most Super Bowl rings.
You do the most. Well, if we include it as a player, Mike Vrabel won a lot.
Now,
still
I
have
will
the
say,
most.
Bull,
Yeah.
you have a very experienced team. I cannot knock you on that.
Yeah.
But are you afraid of any in-house fighting?
No, I'm
If you
not
start-
afraid. I'm not
a lot
afraid of
powerful
in-house
people,
fighting.
A lot of powerful personalities.
All right. And I could even make the argument that I should make even though I took Harbaugh first,
should take him
I
your
could
special
make the
team
argument that I
coordinator.
could make him my special teams coach.
Yeah.
I can put up my list again now.
That's it.
We'll pull it back up.
I could make
Let's-
Pete
McVay-
Carroll my
McVay
head coach,
McVay
McVay
is-
my OC,
yeah, Mike Vrabel
and Mike
is the
Vrabel
DC.
my DC. I could do that. I could do anything, really. I could flip. Carroll and Harbaugh could be head coach or or special teams. McVay is still the most creative and best offensive play caller in the league. And Mike Vrabel, again, how many players can you name on the Titans?
3.
Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry,
Derrick
Derrick
Henry,
Henry,
Derrick Henry, Robert Woods,
Robert Woods is
Malik
shot.
Willis.
Okay.
Malik,
Ryan
Trey
Tannehill's a bottom 10 starting quarterback.
Bud Dupree.
And yet they have gone to the deep in the playoffs. They went to the playoffs again last year, and they're 5-2 again this year.
Do they still got Janoris Jenkins?
No.
I don't even know.
He's been out of the league for a while.
I don't think he's in the league.
Yeah, he's out of here.
Their last year.
That's it. You named about, and you just played in the league somewhat recently, and you could only name about 5 players on that team.
Realistically, I can name some more, but it's a very limited roster that Vrabel
Has any
always
coach
gets the
done
most
more
out of
with
it.
less than him?
No.
I think
And
it's pretty
Tyvis,
simple.
let's see your team real quick. The last of our 4 teams. Tyvis took Kyle Shanahan in the first round, Mike Tomlin in the second, Todd Bowles and Brian Daboll. A little bit of
That's-
experience
I'm not gonna
mixed
lie
with
to
some
you.
guys.
That-
Tyvis, how do you think
that's
it felt?
nice.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a nasty. I mean, I'm putting
nice.
Mike Tomlin at the head coach. We're not going nothing less than 5-5, excluding this season.
Wow, this season he's gonna
We're
finish
not gonna
with
call.
5 and
We're
12.
not. Nope. We're not doing that because the season's not over, so we can't even count that. Kyle Shanahan and Brian Daboll. I mean, first of all, your coach, your offensive coordinator, he learned from Kyle Shanahan. So therefore, you got to go with the guy who started it all.
No, he didn't.
He did. They was with each other in Washington.
Well,
who was
one-
the OC?
well, one
who
guy's-
was the OC in
One
Washington?
guy's got a Super Bowl ring, one guy don't.
That's a fact. But we got Brian Daboll, so we got. See, the problem is the NFL nowadays. The reason that Kyle Shanahan and LaFleur and McVay, the way their offenses isn't running well right now,
Yeah.
it's because the defense has figured out their system. So now I got Brian Daboll to come in because he-
Matthew Stafford's arm is shot. That's why they're
whatever.
struggling.
You can say whatever you want. That system has been figured
Let me see
out.
Tyvis's list again.
Put that Tyvis. So this looked like the Ground Chuck 2023 version. Y'all gonna
Todd
be-
Bowles,
Hey,
obviously, we
that
know
is
it.
run the ball, play defense.
By the way,
Bowles, we know what he do.
Brian Daboll-
he ended the whole Chiefs
Brian
thing
Daboll has
anyways.
never won a playoff game as a coach.
Okay.
He's
Todd
the
Bowles-
He's the special teams coordinator.
Todd Bowles and Tomlin haven't won a playoff game in forever.
But that means they
Super Bowl champs, though.
They defense is gonna be nice.
Both got rings.
Defense is
But
nice
what-
right there.
Bowles not as a coach, as a head coach.
So what? He got a ring.
Yeah, but how long ago was that?
2-3 years
Who
ago.
was I can't even remember who was the DC.
Todd Bowles is in the
He was
Buccaneers.
with the Buccaneers. What is wrong with you?
He's
I
with the
forgot.
Buccaneers. Yeah.
Hey, what are you talking about? He's the one that ended the greatest show on turf, the Chiefs.
But now as the head
What are
coach,
you talking about?
they've been awful.
What they got? He's the defensive
the
coordinator.
defensive coordinator.
What is
He's
wrong?
the head coach now.
He's my
on his
DC
team.
coordinator.
You see-
No, but he's the head coach in Tampa.
So what?
So what?
What you talking about? As a DC, he's a champ. He's
He's
a
a
Super Bowl
good DC.
champion.
I give you
bro.
that.
Y'all
I
got
get
What are we
defense.
talking about?
I mean, I just reunited the best head coach in the history of the NFL with the offensive coordinator that won how many 6 Super Bowls together?
How many they win without Tom
End
Brady?
of discussion.
Y'all
End
bringing
of
Brady
discussion.
back?
I got a head coach
How
and
many
the OC
playoff wins do
that
they have
won.
without Tom Brady?
Well, we'll never
0.
know. We'll never know. But they got 6 with him. That's all that counts.
If he doesn't have Tom Brady on his team,
It's
nothing-
over.
I got 6 from Belichick. I got 6 from McDaniels. That's
Actually,
12.
Belichick's got about 9 rings.
I'm
or
actually
8
interested
rings
to
or
see who
something.
comes in last in this poll.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Because I think every team is pretty
It's
good.
I mean,
slightly good.
Of course, they're all good.
Every team's good. I can tell you
What's your rankings, Mike? What's your honest rankings?
my honest rankings.
Yeah.
I think Bull's team is the most well-rounded. I think the highest upside is G's team. Jason, I think McDaniels is a terrible coach, so that drops you to 4th in my mind.
He's got 6 Super Bowls as offensive
Belichick
coordinator.
has 6 rings, and as soon
Did
as
they win all
McDaniels-
6 with him?
No, actually, Charlie Weiss had 1 or 2, I think. He's got enough.
Wasn't he in Denver drafting Tim Tebow in the first round?
He's not his offensive coordinator. We're not looking at his head coach record. We're
Okay.
looking at his
That's
offensive
true.
coordinator
I
record.
think Bull taking Harbaugh first and switching him to special teams coordinator as
Did you officially do that? Was that
He
an
did.
official move by you?
I'm going to officially do that. Because of the way I ended up drafting, I
Right.
think it makes the most sense. So Pete Carroll's my head coach, Harbaugh my special teams, McVay OC, and Vrabel DC.
So I'm going to read some.
lines up.
We asked the internet how they thought you guys did. So
Yeah.
I'm going to do a little PCC read, and we're going to tell you what some of
Good.
the YouTube commenters say. Wait for Maurice. And then I got a question about Stefanski involved with this. But first, our good friends at PCC want to let you know that if you're looking for a job with career advancement and great benefits, PCC Airfoils is the leading manufacturer in Northeast Ohio. All locations of PCC Airfoils in Eastlake, Mentor, Wickliffe, and Minerva are hiring for all positions starting at $18 and up, plus full benefit packages, paid time off, and a signing bonus. Apply online at precast.com/careers to learn more. Couple YouTube comments. Going to read these quickly. Derek Parslow says his rankings: 1 Bull, 2 Tyvis, 3 Jason, 4 G Bush. We got a lot of people saying, how is Dan Quinn not picked? The answer, Dan Quinn's not an active head coach. He was not eligible to be here to be picked.
Yeah.
JC says Tyvis wins in a landslide.
That's absurd.
He's a smart man.
Saying Tyvis
That's
wins is a
man.
reasonable argument, and a landslide isn't ridiculous.
Evan419
It's
says
a great
Jason's head
team.
coach and defensive coordinators are great. The rest, G. Bush's staff, way too young. Jason would crush him in a close game. Bull's the winner, his official rankings. 1 Bull, 2 Jason, 3 G. Bush, 4 Tyvis, sorry Tyvis, hashtag go Bucks.
One guy has Tyvis winning in a landslide. The next guy has him in last place.
Dog
That's
Pound
why it's
Mark
all an
says
opinion.
Bull's team is the best, not even close. Jay Strauss says G Squad is trash. Will Grayson says Bull wins. Reticulous says I really like Bulls. AP Waves. G had the worst team by far. Sorry, G. JC
These
said
cats is
Brandon
hating on
Staley
the
is trash.
squad.
The people are turning on the people's champ here.
I mean, you can't
And
win.
G, and you know it's bad for G because he's the most popular guy on
Hold on,
here.
it gets worse.
And yet they're still against you.
It gets worse. Kevin Murphy says Andy Reid can't manage the clock to save his life. There's no saving G's team. Peacock says G team's all about analytics. Analytics doesn't win football games.
I don't even like analytics.
Brandon Andrews says Jason and it's not close.
Wait, say that one again?
Brandon Andrews says Jason and it's not close.
Wait, say
Brandon
that one
Andrews is
again?
an idiot.
Brandon Andrews says Jason and it's not close.
Wait, say that one again?
Chris Hyder says
I had a-
Stefanski could be my QB coach any day. And yeah, that's about it.
These dudes
Well, there,
is
so
hating.
I'd say the majority of people said I
I
had
think
the
the
best one.
majority of people say, but Phil Bowman, G. Bush, here's a comment for you. His team might not be the best, but Phil Bowman says he is the best watch, so G. Bush wins.
Ha! The watch is
What
crazy.
does that have to do with anything?
Hey, Mikey, why don't you put one of your official 37-second polls up there?
Hey, let's do throw a poll.
Hey,
We're putting-
hey, you
hold
throw
on,
that
G.
poll
Bush.
on.
We're gonna put a poll up. We got 60 seconds. I'm gonna hold my phone up to the
60-second poll.
It's
All right,
a
the polls are
60-second
open.
poll
All
for
right,
the
the polls are
official-
closed.
Do they know? Can you put like a screen up so they can see the teams? Is there any way we can?
What are your rankings? What are your
We'll run
rankings?
through.
Who do you think?
right,
Not
before
including
you
yourself,
start,
how
Paul.
would you rank the other 3 for
One
everybody?
sec before you start. Are you guys ready?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
60-second
3.
poll. Go.
All right, there you go.
Now you guys
Jason,
talk about your
how do you
teams.
rank the other? Tyvis said me 1, G2, you 3.
Oh, well, then he's third. If you put me third, I'm third.
Petty.
I do grudgingly. You know what? Coming in, I thought 4th was the best place to draft.
But I wasn't 4th. He was 4th.
Oh, I thought 4th would be the best
Yeah,
place
he
to
was.
draft. But I do like Bull's team.
Thank you.
I like mine 1. I like Bull 2. But if I can't vote for me,
Yeah.
I'll put you 1, you 2, and you 3. Since you put me 3, I'm putting you 3.
I actually, man.
I no offense, G. I think you're 3rd if I have to rank these 3 guys. I think it's very close between you 2. It's a coin flip. If I had to go, I think I would go Tyvis 1, Jason a close 2nd, and then G3.
See my squad.
would be-
You had to see it in work.
Hurry up, you got
It would
15
I
seconds.
go Bull 1. Who did you have your head coach again?
Bill.
Bill Belichick. That's an automatic.
Hold on.
That's an automatic.
But I
The
kind
head
of like.
coach is the most
I
important
like
position.
his
2,
defense.
1. Polls over. Anthony, results. Bull 41%. 124 votes in 60 seconds.
Nice.
Bull 41%, Tyvis 24%, G 22%, Jason 12%. That's erroneous.
What?
I'm calling voter fraud.
The guy who
in the
took
chat.
Bill Belichick
I
last.
got the
Voter
best
fraud
head
is in
coach
the
in the
chat.
history of the game. What is wrong with you people?
Oh my
called
God.
for
The people will not let me go last. I shall not be last.
They stole the vote. They stole the vote.
My people was like, nope.
They stole the election. They stole the election
What
from
was
me.
the percentage for him?
12%.
Oh my
And
God.
after every comment was G's team is trash. And Maurice, I see you. We'll get to you in 1 sec, Maurice. Hopefully you can chime in on this. After everyone said G's team straight trash, G still managed to get 10% more votes in the chat than Jason. The people's champ never fails.
Hey, I'll
Bull,
take
you
that.
are the winner of the first ever UCSS coaches draft, at least allegedly.
Thank you.